start of our Branson, Missouri trip, where we are starting at Patriots Park at the College of the Ozarks. Now, here is a memorial dedicated to everyone from Missouri who has served in multiple different wars. They have a memorial for it here. There's even a 9/11 memorial we are going to take you to as well, but I'm going to have to drive over to that part. So we're going to start here. So long as we live, they too shall live, for they are now a part of us. Our generation is a candle against the setting sun of the greatest generation, and our veterans are indeed a part of each of us. Student Participant Patriotic Education Travel Program. Right here, we got a little map, kind of the memorials. My gimbal didn't like going down that far. Patriots Park at College of the Ozarks, honoring those who have served and sacrificed for our country. So right here in front of us is the World War II Flag Plaza. Well, actually, no, that is the World War II Flag Plaza. I'm sorry. We're gonna get the back angle there on the other side of the wall as well. So then to my right, let's go in order. And then a little bit number 2 is the Korean War Memorial. Number 3 is the Veterans Grove. Number 4 is the Global War on Terrorism Memorial. Number 5 is the Missouri Vietnam Veterans Memorial. And number 6 is the Missouri Gold Star Families Memorial. So we should go clockwise. Let's do it in that order. How about that? I heard about that, Valerie. So the other side of this Flag Plaza wall is literally just benches, and that's perfectly fine. People come out and sit and enjoy. Now this is at the College of the Ozarks, which is a very patriotic and Christian college that offers free tuition, but you have to serve in one of the workforce programs that they have here while taking your studies. Look at that. That's very well detailed too. So here we have the Korean War Memorial. The pain of sacrifice. This monument depicts brave service members who have lost a brother in arms. It illustrates that sacrifice comes with war, and war is painful, especially during loss. I don't know what happened to my gimbal there. My gimbal doesn't like certain angles, apparently. So we're trying to reset that while we do this. And here it says the Korean War Memorial. This memorial pays tribute to all who served and sacrificed during the Korean War conflict, June 25th, 1950 to July 27th, 1953. The purpose is not only to honor the 944 Missourians who made the ultimate sacrifice, but to honor all 36,574 Americans who gave their lives. May we forever remember the valor of so many who served in this conflict. This memorial is made possible through the hard work of the students and staff in the College of the Ozarks Construction Department, the generosity of Johnny Morris, Bass Pro Shops founder and CEO, and Bass Pro Shops Legends of Golf at the Big Cedar Lodge. And again, we're going to do a whole walk around here, get the detail. Why are you acting up? Oh, and I'm just now noticing this as well. If you look down here, there's even bricks to certain names of people. I don't know what these people, or who these people are, but it looks like people from the conflict as well, by looking at the death days. Yeah. There's no explanation of who they are. And then down here we have the Walk of Honor. Bricks given in recognition of those who served during the global war on terrorism. That's what it is. More names here. Now coming over to here. So this is the grove. Every tree that's planted here represents another veteran who served in the College of Ozarks travel program. And that's actually going to be explained right here. I took a look at the map and did a little bit of research before I came here. But the Patriotic Education Travel Program was founded to reinforce the patriotic goal of the college. In June 2009, the inaugural trip provided the opportunity for 20 College of the Ozarks students and 10 World War II veterans to travel to the battlefields of Normandy for the 65th anniversary of D-Day. Since that time, over 100 students and 51 World War II veterans have returned together to the battlefields of Europe and the Pacific. The trees planted in this field are in remembrance of each of our beloved veterans who shared their lives with our students on these trips. This idea originated with a student participant and was taken on as a project by the college historians. This ongoing program ensures that their stories and sacrifices will not be forgotten. Dedicated April 7, 2011, in conjunction with the visit of George W. Bush, 43rd President of the United States. My sword I give to him that shall succeed me in my pilgrimage, and my courage and skill to him that can get it. My marks and scars I carry with me, to be a witness for me that I have fought his battles, who will now be my rewarder. John Bunyan, The Pilgrim's Progress. Now this right here is a blank slate. Put over here. Why are you acting up? Why do you like to act up so much, you freaking gimbal? Over here is a list of names from... actually, hold on. Let's start where it says right there at the top here. You can barely read it. But it says College of the Ozarks patriotic goal to encourage the understanding of American heritage, civic responsibilities, love of country, and willingness to defend it. Listed below are the College of the Ozarks students who have participated in the Patriotic Education Travel Program, accompanying veterans back to their fields of battle around the world. So, and then that's what this is a list of. And it goes on, as you can see. I'm not going to read the whole list of names, guys, but you get the feeling for it. This is the Global War on Terrorism Memorial, as it says down here as well. The course of this conflict is not known, yet its outcome is certain. Freedom and fear, justice and cruelty have always been at war, and we know that God is not the neutral between them. President George W. Bush, September 20th, 2001. Global War on Terrorism Memorial. The Global War on Terrorism Memorial honors those who have selflessly dedicated their lives in the fight against terrorism. This memorial represents all modern warriors who have faithfully served and sacrificed in the name of freedom. The warrior is depicted grieving over a battlefield cross, a symbolic cross representing a fallen hero killed in action. The fallen's rifle is secured into the ground or boots with a helmet on top. In this case, an aviator's helmet, also depicted in a wounded service dog, symbolizing all dogs' vital contribution in today's modern warfare. The wall behind includes the seals of all military branches. Each seal is made of stained glass and handcrafted by College of the Ozarks students. This memorial was funded by the generosity of Johnny Morris through the Bass Pro Shops Legends of Golf at Big Cedar Lodge, and made possible by the hard work of students and staff in the College of the Ozarks construction program. That says Long Range Reconnaissance Association, dedicated to the men who served this great nation in Long Range Patrol, Long Range Reconnaissance Patrol, and Long Range Surveillance Units. Germany, Vietnam, Korea, Somalia, Kosovo, Bosnia, Albania, Macedonia, Iraq, and Afghanistan. And this is the soldier that's depicted. So yeah, they put a lot of effort into this and a lot of thought. So these benches, College of the Ozarks Veteran Alumni Chapter, dedicated to the alumni who served with honor and dignity during the Vietnam conflict. And then over here, C28, 1st Cavalry Division, Air Mobile, 1970. In honor of those who came before, those who served with us, those who will serve in the future. Now, can I get somebody to explain to me, break that down? I don't know exactly how to break that down. I know that's like military division, like it's military jarble to me because I've never served, and I don't want to get it wrong. I've had it explained to me before, but somebody could put that in my chat, that would be amazing. And then this is just another long list of names, and every single one of these bricks is filled from over here. And it actually says here, Walk of Honor, bricks given in recognition of those who served during Vietnam. The Missouri Vietnam Veterans Memorial is dedicated to perpetuating the application and legacy of Vietnam War veterans, past and present, dedicated April 22nd, 2015. Memorial made possible by the generosity of Bass Pro Shops legends at Big Cedar and PGA Champions Tour. Built by College of the Ozarks staff and students, designed by student Austin Mayer, unanimously approved by the Missouri legislature May 2014. And yeah, this is gorgeous. We're gonna do a walk around over there too. But we're gonna come over here first and read this. The Missouri Vietnam Veterans Memorial, symbols of service and sacrifice. The wall is divided as the country was divided. Yet those who stood in the divide forged ahead, doing what their country asked of them. The V symbolizes the valor of all who served, whereas the red flowers symbolize the blood shed by those whose names are on the wall, for they made the ultimate sacrifice. May the sacrifice of all who served and all who died never be forgotten. And if you look at that, that outline is the state of Missouri. Oh, wait. Directly underneath my feet, I didn't even see this. It says, all gave some gave all. Get around here. Let's take a look at this guy. Alright, so now we got one more spot here directly in front of me. And then we're gonna take a little drive over to the 9/11 Memorial, and then we're actually gonna go through the town of Branson. So we got a lot in store for you guys here today. So, the Missouri Gold Star Families Memorial. This wall honors Gold Star families of Missouri, those who have lost family members who died while in service to our country, preserves the memorial of the fallen, and stands as a stark reminder that freedom is not free. The scenes on each panel are reflections of Missouri Gold Star families and their fallen heroes. The silhouette featured in this tribute represents the loved one who paid the ultimate sacrifice in the name of freedom. This memorial is made possible through the vision of the Herschel Woody Williams Medal of Honor Foundation, the creativity of College of the Ozarks students, Catherine Young and Emma Carter, and the generosity of Bass Pro Shops legends of golf and Big Cedar Lodge. homeland, family, patriot, and sacrifice. And if you look, that's a soldier saluting to recognize the sacrifices made by families who gave a loved one for the freedom of America. And we're going to get on the other side here. Yes, that's my car, looking all gorgeous over there. Gold Star Family's Memorial Monument. Salute, a tribute to the Gold Star mothers, fathers, and relatives who sacrificed a loved one for our freedom. Now, again, this is the memorial at College of the Ozarks in Branson, Missouri. Now we're going to go on a little drive. Accidentally black screened my phone. I'm glad somebody's keeping up with that, because I sure as hell am not. I'm on my own now. So let's go check out how they honor the 9/11 memorial. Let's take a look at this map so I can make sure I get that right. So, yeah, I just gotta go and get out and go around the circle, go left. Okay. That's not the way to do it. Gotta go this way. Whee! Alright, so yeah, just stay down this way. I told you it was a short drive. There it is. But I don't see parking. There's like no parking. Huh. You know what? There's parking off. There actually is parking. It's on the side. Right here. There's lines. See the lines? That's parking. Ha. So, I actually learned about this a few months ago. So, that is a piece of the World Trade Center. I'm gonna read what's here in a second. This World Trade Center column stands as a memorial to the 2,996 lives lost on September 11, 2001, known as St. Michael's 37, in honor of 37 Port Authority officers killed. This column and phalanges resemble the body and wings of an angel. It now stands as a memorial to those whose lives were lost in New York City, the Pentagon, and the fields of Pennsylvania. Included is a number are two young men from the Ozarks, John Charles Willett, Walnut Shade in the World Trade Center, and Craig Scott Amundsen, Hartville in the Pentagon. So again, that is an actual piece of the World Trade Center. So, that's College of the Ozarks. Now's our time for Branson. So, plug you in. Bang! And we're getting ready to roll. So what's up, everybody? We're going to take you to a few spots, or I'm going to take you to a few spots. There's nobody here with me. I'm going to take you to a few spots down on the strip of Branson. We're going to see if we could catch the free trolley that's there. And I'm going to take you down the strip. How's it going? It is amazing. It's a beautiful day. It was a bit chilly and cloudy earlier with a chance of rain, but we didn't get any rain, thank God. I'm leaving the College of the Ozarks, where I just covered a bunch of the memorials that they have here. And yeah, now I'm heading into downtown Branson. And I do got to take a look at my map, so it's going to cut out here for a second. So I'll be right back. Alright, I'm on the right track. We're good. Yeah, I gotta turn left here. So, I have already been down into downtown Branson. I've seen a few things that caught my eye. And honestly, I can't wait to show you guys. But, you know, yesterday, everyone was PMSing in my chat about me not doing anything about covering Branson and only sitting in my car. But here I am covering this stuff and nobody's here. You see how people pick and choose when to fight and argue? It's a damn shame. And I even told them yesterday when they were PMSing about it, that, hey, I'm doing it tomorrow. I'm doing it tomorrow. I'm doing it tomorrow. No, they didn't want to hear it. Bon Michelle. And now everybody leaves. sure this is the right exit.
Window, wishing you were back on the beach.
We're here. 88.3 The Wind.
Like a bull chasing the matadors, my man left with his own schemes. Everybody needs someone beside him, shining like a lighthouse from the sea.
It was the right exit, but I went the wrong way. I gotta make a U-turn. But I don't see a way I can make a U-turn.
Now there's a cage locked around my heart. I thought I needed to drop the keys from my bed, but now my hands can't reach that far. I ain't made for rivalry. I can never take the world alone. I know that in my weakness I am strong, but it's your love that brings me home. Never leave you alone. I could be the one to call when you feel alone. Brother, let me be your fortress in the night when you're driving home. Even when you light the way, bring it home. Brother, let me be your brother. Never leave you alone. I could be the one you call. Jurassic Park. Take away the melody, take away the songs I sing, take away all the lies and all the songs you let me write. Does the man I am today say the words you need to say? Let them see you in me. Let them hear you when I speak. Let them feel you when I sing. Let them see you.
I am, Mom. I really
Let
am.
them see you and me. Who am I without your grace? Another smile, another face, another breath.
Again, right now, so I'm not lost. I'm pretty sure I'm going in the right direction. But I know I am in the town of Branson, so eventually I'm going to find the tourist trap. where everything's at. So, yeah. We are heading to where everything's at. This is just one side of Branson. I do not have a physical paper map of Branson. And yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the right way. And I did not know that this is turning into a one-lane road. What are we seeing? We are going to be seeing where Ballparks of America is, which is where we're going to be convoying to on the 9th. We're going to be seeing a bunch of stores and shops and places and restaurants. Personally, I want to try out this trolley. They got a free trolley that that people can get on and go from one side to the next. And it takes you past everything. It's the strip that I'm going to. That's the way Mona described it. If you rewind it to the beginning, you'll see where I started. I started at the College of the Ozarks, which we're going to be talking about as well within the next few days or so. It's a awesome college that actually filed a lawsuit against the Biden administration because of the transgender bathroom laws. And yeah, I don't know how that's turning out yet, but I'm sure it's I'm sure they're gonna win that. But I do find it funny though, Mom. You missed yesterday's live where I had a planned attack against me from the trolls. Like literally, they all came in here just trolling the crap out of my chat and talking about how I'm not doing anything or not covering anything because I was still sitting back at the base camp for the convoy. And then I'm out here. I told them then I'm doing it tomorrow. I'm going on that trip tomorrow through Branson. So they knew I was going to be doing it today, but where are they? I'll tell you where they're at. They didn't really care. They just wanted to come and attack me. And then that's something for veterans right there. I could get out and show, but we are definitely pulling up to the strip now. So, yeah, we're about to go do a whole pass through the strip here. We're going to the landing. That's where the trolley begins at. So everybody, if you guys can go ahead, like, share, and subscribe to this video in my channel, that would be greatly appreciated. We're about to go take this trip through the most historic part of Branson, and I'm gonna be out. Like, I'm not gonna be in the car, guys. You guys don't like it for some freaking reason. I am going to be going into some of these places. And if you guys have seen the itinerary for Branson's Veterans Week, you'll notice that there's something from the IMAX on every single day. I might be able to wing a good video for you guys, a good movie. Get to cover inside the IMAX. I'm working on it.
We're going to give you the opportunity to trade in a frozen turkey or a paper turkey.
They got a Fuddruckers? I thought Fuddruckers went out of business. Mom, they got a Fuddruckers.
And we'll give you a limited edition t-shirt from the winner. We're calling it t-shirts for turkeys. That's right. You can also come out to the studio here at 2550 South Campbell in Springfield. We're here from 9 to 5, Monday through Friday.
So that Music City Center on the right,
you'll be able to come in and give us paper turkey.
they got shows daily here, guys. Like, this is the tourist trap of Branson. They got laser tag. They got performing arts and stuff going on throughout every single day of the year. It's like a mini Las Vegas in this part right here. Actually, just I don't think there's a casino.
Turkey drop off, so you can bring your $10, or you can bring a $10 gift card, $10 worth. This is not where you bring the frozen turkey.
So yeah, there's water park directly to the right.
This weekend, this Saturday, we're going to have a party at Hoo-Ha, November 12th, Saturday the 12th.
Branson Mall directly in front of us.
For those of you that want to bring the actual
Now to our left.
frozen turkey and drop it off. T-shirts for turkeys.
As we wind around where the coasters are. Yeah, they got roller coasters here.
Find other paper turkey drop-off locations if you don't mind doing that, all right? It's Katie McCall featuring Big Daddy Weave. God is in this story on the way.
Well, here's the thing about this money trap though, Mom. It's gorgeous. Like, just looking to my right is a lake. Or at least I think that's the lake to the right. There's a lake either to the right or the left. There's a huge, like, valley to the right at least. That's gorgeous. Like, there's the big chicken. Yeah, more roller coasters. This place is honestly freaking awesome. They got the Moon River Theater over here where they're doing magic shows. Like, look at this. This I saw. That is a freaking octopus made of mirrors. That is Wonderworks, which is where I personally want to go. And Mom, you'll understand once you see this. Yeah. The building looks like it's falling over. That's where I personally want to go. They got King Kong on the World Trade Centers over there. A Ferris wheel in the background as well. Ballparks of America is in that direction. So yeah, we're getting closer to King Kong now. Again, welcome to Branson. The Music Road Wall. That's a wax museum, like a Hollywood wax museum. That's Beyond the Lens. I don't know what that is specifically, but it looks pretty cool. That's a giant meatball with cheese and a fork on it. Clay Cooper Theater. Heroes, Taste the Taps. That is a quarter scale model of the Titanic. And all these flags out here. There's the Ferris wheel. Ripley's Believe It or Not. Another building that looks like it's falling down. All of this right here, I believe is for like what is this? Lost Treasure Golf. Tommy Hawk's Axe House. More. That's not even a roller coaster, guys. That is a go-kart track that we just saw over there. Again, I'm going to be walking or on foot most of this. I'm looking for the trolley. I haven't seen a single trolley. But yeah, so we got whitewater rafting here. This is Silver Dollar City over here. We're turning into here to Ballparks of America because this is where the convoy is going to be convoying to on the 9th from the base camp where we are at.
There's a sign on the door, says come as you are, I doubt it. 'Cause if we live like that was true, every Sunday morning pew would be crowded.
Huh. Look at that. Hold up. I gotta get a closer view of this.
A safe place for the sinner and the scar and the bygones like me. Well, truth be told, the truth is rarely told. Oh, am I the only one?
That's awesome.
Who says I'm fine, yeah, I'm fine, oh, I'm fine, yeah, I'm fine, but I'm not. I'm broken, and when it's time, I say it's under control.
So, trolls aren't gonna like this. There's a barbecue place here called Big D's Barbecue.
Being honest is the only way to fix it. There's no failure to fall.
Uncommon USA, the original telescoping flagpole. I'm live streaming this. Everything's awesome. So, God bless you.
We're back.
What was that?
He has blessed us. We're all back again.
That's true. God, thank you for your service.
You're very welcome.
So I'm actually here from Maryland representing the Convoy of Honor. If you've heard about them, I'm going around covering Veterans Week this week. So you're probably gonna see my car around.
Don't worry,
So-
we'll be here. We're on the forever shift.
Ah, right here. This is where. So this is your all's like main spot right here.
Pretty much, yeah.
Pretty much. So
Okay.
guys,
Saturday.
how many years have you been doing this?
I've been doing this one 15 years.
15 years, son?
Here, hold on.
I've been around, yeah.
I'm gonna just pull back real quick and park on the side. I'm not gonna be long, but I want to actually come have a quick convo with you guys. All right, let's go have a little conversation. So it looks like they just sell flagpoles, but they're definitely veterans.
Well, it's been many a years.
Yeah?
So, you guys are both veterans?
Yeah.
All right. How long did you guys serve?
I did 6 years in Nam.
6 years in Vietnam, and you?
20.
20? And Vietnam as well?
Vietnam, Desert Storm.
God bless you guys, Navy and Marines.
Yeah.
So, sadly, I'm not a veteran myself. I made a dumb mistake as a kid and caught a felony at the age of 16. But I definitely flipped my life around.
Well, good for you.
And I'm still a proud patriot, and I thank you guys for
Good.
everything that you guys do. So
Well,
this
we did
is,
it for you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you. So this is just flagpoles and flags
Uh-huh.
that you guys sell.
That's what he does. Me, I'm just here because this is a great place for veterans to come up to and be able to see what's happening with other people that have served also. You know, it's a little bit of camaraderie.
And we all become friends after years and more like
Yeah.
family.
Yeah, I mean, this is so. Like I said, I'm from Maryland. I came all the way out here for Veterans Week.
What
So,
part of Maryland?
I was born and raised in Montgomery County. I currently
That would be Baltimore?
no, that's more like Rockville,
Okay.
Gaithersburg,
Okay, just
Okay, west
Bethesda.
of the cities.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's in like suburbs of DC. And from there, I currently live up in Cumberland, Maryland.
Oh,
Okay.
So, but that, yeah, opposite side of the state.
Yep.
But, yeah, I've been following a lot of the patriotic freedom movements that are going around this year. And
I don't
just,
know if you'd call this a freedom movement. This is just a bunch of people that have been for freedom for all along.
right.
And we just,
I never knew it was a movement.
I didn't either.
well, what you guys are doing here, I'm
You know,
sure.
I spent 20 years in the military, 20 years working for the military as a contractor, and then, I moved up 120 miles south of here and found that this is one of the most patriotic cities in the country.
Yep.
Yeah, actually, isn't it being dubbed that this in a few days?
So
So-
I don't know, but I know that between this and the College of the Ozarks, and,
Which I was
things like
actually
that.
just there. You know, it's on this exact stream right here.
Oh, okay.
So
super place, for kids that don't have the money to go to college and they want some help, they'll find you a job on the college and put you through school, and you
Yeah.
won't have any bills at the end of it.
yeah, and I'm actually going to be talking about the College of the Ozarks in more detail on a later stream.
Fantastic place.
So, yeah, this entire town, city, even, it like just driving through it, I see flags all over the place. What got me to stop was
Yep.
that, like, honestly, like, if you're familiar with the convoys, we fly
Yeah.
flags all over the place, and then I get closer, and then I see exactly the where, like, what's on the deck of the trailer there.
Right.
That's the burial cross, I think it's called, and for the soldiers who are killed in action, and yeah, it's an honor.
Yeah, it's been an honor coming up here and talking with the people, and the city just rolls out the red carpet.
Yeah.
So I like to ask people hard questions,
Okay.
but I know that it also tends to help when I ask this kind of question. If you had to tell the most horrifying experience that you had in war, what would it be?
Going into tunnels. I was a tunnel rat.
You want to go into more detail about that?
Well, tunnel rats are the ones that used to find the holes in the ground from the Viet Cong. Go down there and chase them out. That was one of the ones that found the encampment underneath our base in Cu Chi. And there was a hospital down there, and all kinds of little
Munitions
rooms and
and
stuff.
probably.
Yep. They called us in. We were with the 1-9, the Walking Dead. That's what they used to call us. And we went in there and found the encampment. They were wondering why all the stock was being stolen. They couldn't figure it out. So they brought us in, and we were down in the tunnels.
I got a
And-
quick question for you.
Yeah.
Do you still have dreams about it?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I first got back, my wife was always scared to sleep with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I've got a good friend that's the same way. He was a tunnel rat over there too.
then I gave it up to the Lord, and made me better. Yeah. So, but yeah, that was one of the hardest things, because down there they had vipers hanging off the rafters. Those were the booby traps, or else they had pits, with
Sharpened stakes.
yeah. So, but yeah, that was one of the worst things you could possibly imagine. You couldn't have any lights down there because they'd shoot you.
Yeah.
I'd go in with a stick about that long, feel around for the tripwires and the vipers. The vipers were good. Did a Texas style. Deep fried.
So my chat saying thank you and praise God that you made it out of something like that, and like it's definitely it's uplifting to me to know that people are that brave to actually put their life on the line like that, and like hearing like dark tunnels, who wants to be in a dark tunnel alone, like even if you don't have even if you don't have the threat of freaking enemy soldiers shooting at you, like who wants to be in a dark tunnel? Nobody.
Well,
So-
usually there were other people on the other side in
Yeah.
those tunnels.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, these were the brave guys. You know, I'm Navy. I was on a ship. All I had to worry about was 8-inch shells coming back off the shore.
Mm.
You know, a little destroyer, basically. They call them a tin can for a reason. A lot of it is tin
right.
or aluminum. You know, whatever the heck. You know, and we get shot at with these 8-inch shells off the shore, and we shoot back. You know, what the heck. But it was, you know, one of those things.
Had to do what we had to do.
Yeah. Matter of fact, we were shooting back, covering you guys a lot of times.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I really do thank you guys for your service.
Thanks for being
and,
out here.
yeah.
Showing the world what it is like.
Yeah, and I'm planning honestly to be back here for, more often for Veterans Week because Branson, Missouri.
It's just a great guy.
Yeah.
Great thing. A great city.
I
This whole area.
Yeah, they take
I
care of you
haven't
pretty
had
good
a
here.
I haven't had a single issue with anybody. Nobody acting crazy. I haven't seen anything crazy. Like I hear the crime rate's extremely low. Like you can't really beat that. And then veterans flock here every year.
Yep.
And people who
2 or
support
3
veterans.
times a year. A lot of them have their reunions here.
Yeah.
Just because it is so good.
God bless you guys, and thank you for your service.
Thanks for
Be around
acknowledging.
on the 11th for the parade. That's a nice time.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm here till at least the 12th. So yeah, I'm planning on being there, including the being at, I think it's actually at the College of the Ozarks where they're doing the sunrise memorial.
Right.
I'm going to be there for that as well.
Good.
So you
That's a
guys,
beautiful memorial up there.
it is, and like I was shocked. So I thought like it would have to be a lot bigger, and it's all like in a small little section for it to be so well put,
Yep.
well dedicated, because there was a lot of dedications to the people who actually made it possible.
And actually, is it the 11th that they're going to have the kids giving a roll call for the people that have died in the service of the country?
Yeah, I think that's after the Marine birthday on the 10th.
Okay, whichever.
Yeah, because it's our birthday on the 10th.
So it's one of those things that is during that time that they actually do a roll call of people either
The
on
fallen brothers and
fallen brothers.
So, have you guys heard about the Convoy of Honor though?
Yeah.
So, are you guys gonna be heading on out there and convoying down here with us?
I will not be here. I got to be here on that day, I believe.
Well, we're convoying to here, the ballparks of America.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to be here.
So,
Or after the convoy.
I'm just thinking, seeing that thing in the convoy would be amazing.
Oh, it will be in there.
So, it would?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, they got another truck. I think it's
If you
Deuce.
look down on the other side of the buildings here, you'll see about 6 other trucks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna definitely head on down there.
Yeah, you can go around that way.
Yeah, I did a little stroll through the other night, but it was dark and nobody was here, so I just wanted to get a feel for it. So, but
I think they've got a half track, a couple of deuces, and a couple other things up down there. So
I'm
it's
sure I'll see.
always this way on
Yeah.
Veterans Week. You know,
I like it.
actually, it's just starting to build back up from COVID.
Yeah.
I like
COVID
it.
did drop down, but it didn't close out. It did not close out. There were still people coming up for
Yeah.
Veterans Week, but it's just now starting to get to the point where it was before COVID.
Right.
So,
God bless you guys.
Yeah, you have yourself a good time while you're out here.
Yeah.
I already am. So
Talk to some people from the Branson Task Force.
where would I be able to find that?
Actually, they'll probably be in the
Day room.
In the day room over there.
The day room. And I'm not sure which one it is. They also have the Branson Veterans of America that do the flag ceremonies and the honor
Yeah, I
guard
think that's over
ceremonies.
in registration,
Yeah, over
which
here.
is over here.
Okay. Well, I would definitely have to park normally for that, though.
Oh yeah,
But
well you got spots.
Yeah, the day room is usually you got a good crowd in there. You know, what time is it? 2 o'clock?
2:30 about.
2:30?
2:27.
Most of them are gone already, but during the day, it usually gets pretty packed. You know, they got music in there for the vets and stuff, so snacks, coffee, you know, and then they give us lunch here too.
awesome.
You know,
You
so
know, the lunch is free for veterans. Everybody else is $6. Just it's a great
usually
thing.
good food.
You know,
Yeah.
and then you'll find out throughout the city, shows are free for a lot of the shows are free for the veterans.
Yeah, I also heard that a lot of restaurants will give a veteran a free meal
Veterans
as well.
Day, there's I think 6 or 7 different restaurants that are doing it.
Something like that.
Yeah, that are doing free lunch, free meal. So
That's awesome.
And
So-
some free shows.
free shows. So
You guys have a
they
very
take care
blessed
of
day.
us.
You too.
So you'll be seeing me around too.
Of course, there's
So,
also
my name's
the factor
Dominic, by the
a
way.
lot of the entertainers are vets also.
Right.
A lot of the entertainers are vets.
Oh yeah.
Guys, we're in for a whole week here. You guys have a very blessed one. So, the day room is over there. That sign up there says it. We're gonna do a little bit more strolling. I'm going to come back here as well today. We're gonna be out and about throughout most of the day. So let's plug you guys back in. We're gonna stroll around to. Actually, hold on. Let me find out if they know where the trolley is. Real quick, do you guys know where the trolley is? The trolley?
What's that?
Do you guys know where the trolley is?
The what?
The trolley.
That is down. What's it called? Down in downtown. Downtown, the other side of 65.
Okay, so it's on that side.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
down there. They run around the downtown area, and it's a free trolley.
Yeah, Mona told me about it. If you know who Mona is.
Oh yeah,
Mona
short.
Miller. Yeah. So,
Well,
but I'm gonna get out of their way. Thank you.
all right.
So again, there's the day room, right there on the right. They got a mess hall. There's D. But the thing is I was telling you I was coming here today, and you didn't seem to want to hear that either. I was on setup crew for the Convoy of Honor, meaning I was needed there. I knew there was a lot to find down here. And I'm definitely coming back here. But I want to get back out to the main road. I want to go down to where there's multiple spots I actually want to check out before we come back here. Told that there's other trucks down this way. Yep, there they are. Ah, look at that. So yeah, so these are the other trucks. They are on trailers, as you see. That they were these are what they were talking about here. just a bit more awesomeness. Plug my CB in, see if I can get a hold of Bill. Well, Bill, you got your ears on? I see your comment, Nurse D. God bless your dad for his service. If I knew a better way to help a vet, I'm the kind of guy who'd want to find it. Only way I really know of right now is to be able to get their stories out. Get them heard. Even if it's just me listening. I love asking questions. And we're coming out beside the mini Titanic. And there's the flag garden. Flag garden. Look at the flag garden. That is a gorgeous flag garden. Hold up. We're at a red light, so I can do this. Look at that flag garden. And I'm over the line. Whoops. Let me adjust here because I am way over the line. That's better. Alright, we're back. Dang it! My phone mount keeps black screening me. That Jeep had a decal on top of its front windshield said, "Should have had a V8." Alright, so again, there's a few memorials down here I want to take you guys to. where there's like statues of soldiers and a bunch of flags. And after I do that, we're gonna head on back to the ballparks of America. There's no way in hell I'm gonna be able to cover everything in one stream. There's too much here to cover. So I'm glad that we're gonna be convoying down here on the 9th. That way we can get more coverage of inside ballparks of America. And we can get more coverage of all of Branson, honestly. There's the Wonderworks building again, where it is falling over. It's falling over, but it's not falling over. Like, what the heck? So many things to see in Branson. So many things to do. And not enough time. So that's why on this stream I want to stick with the memorials. I want to stick with the layout of the town. And I want to stick with keeping God first. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get there, but on the other side of this valley is a very big church. I'm gonna go see what that looks like up close. It is nice. It's awesome looking, at least from a distance. First spot that I want to stop at should be coming up here on the right. I'm looking for a big plane. I hope I didn't pass it. Yep, there's Fuddruckers. I think I might have passed the first spot, so we're gonna go to the second spot and then go back. Yeah, so Fuddruckers is an awesome family-friendly restaurant that I don't know where it started, but It's delicious, and yes, it's a burger joint. Around my area, it went out of business. So, wait, that's it. The Veterans War Museum, right here. Okay. So, I am going to walk in there by myself first because I want to tell them I'm a YouTuber and I came from the Convoy of Honor because Mona told me that they're expecting us. So, I'll be right back. Alright, so we are game. We're getting set. We are about to head on in here. So, boom. I'm actually going to be right back. 1 second. Stay here. Alright, we are back. I'm waiting on funds to clear, so I gotta sit here and make sure I got everything set before I go in here. But before, well, hold on, not even closing up my car, and my gimbal's not on, so yeah, you're kind of bobbling around for the moment. Alright, so I'm going to start here on the outside, and there is a reason for starting out here. So as you can see, these are actual, or that was an actual helicopter outside. So this is the Veterans Memorial Museum in Branson, Missouri. They actually asked me for my channel to see how I talk about this, because I mean, I'm looking at nothing but awesomeness here. There's names beside every single one of these people, and on the, actually, yeah, we're gonna walk back up the other way too. Here. Come over here. Sorry. These are all people who once served, and they actually have state names on there as well. As you can see, that Florida, West Virginia, Missouri, Washington, New Hampshire, Louisiana, and it just goes on. We're going to walk back up here because there's a specific story about the guy in front. That I was told to talk about, because we're gonna learn about this guy up in front, on the inside. So, storming the beach. There are 50 soldiers portrayed here of actual World War II infantrymen. Each man was sculpted from real life and represents his individual state in the United States. The lead man is Fred Hope Sr., the sculptor's father, representing the state of Nebraska. Together they honor over almost 407,000 American servicemen. These men gave their lives in the service of our country during World War II. These men also honor all those men and women who have ever served and sacrificed for their country. The sculpture is considered to be the largest life-size bronze military sculpture in the world, 70 feet long and weighing in at over 15 tons, honoring all those who served and those who gave all for our freedom. Fred Hope, out of Nebraska, the lead man of this infantry. And again, this is at the Veterans Memorial Museum in Branson, Missouri. Alright, so let's go on in, shall we? Yeah, it's costing me $20 to get in here. Hello. So, we spoke earlier, and I would just like to set that up here.
Okay, awesome.
So,
Welcome to the Veterans Memorial Museum. It's actually on the house for you.
oh, it is.
Yes.
Perfect.
Awesome.
So thank you.
You're
That
totally
actually
welcome.
makes things a lot more smoother.
Cool.
So is there any flyers that you usually hand out to people who go through?
I've got this magazine here that talks about Veterans Homecoming.
Okay.
And it's got a schedule of everything that's going on here in Branson.
Set this up. Okay. So in
So
this.
like today's November 7th, so here's what's going on for all the veterans in Branson. It shows the times and prices, locations.
So, and this is this is released every Veterans Week. And so every year this comes out. So yeah, and I've actually seen this list, but not inside this magazine. I actually have this list posted on my Twitter
Oh,
as
cool.
well. So,
Great.
and this is it okay if I take this?
Absolutely, yeah. It's yours. Great
So
to keep.
we'll go through this a little bit later, guys, and I guess we're going on through.
All right, thanks.
So, thank you very much. You have a blessed one.
Right, feel free to take pictures. Thank you.
So,
Thank you too.
okay. So, welcome to the Veterans Museum in Branson, Missouri. Is the quality good, guys? Let me know. I want to make sure that you guys are seeing this in the best detail as possible. Alright, so we're gonna go through some of this. We're not gonna read through everything here, but we are going to go through and see. So like right here we have it says with the 7 uniformed services of the United States. Commander Mendel Einstein Van Ostrand. I guess that's that specific uniform there. Captain Van Ostrand, I guess, brothers. One was dental officer, U.S. Public Health Service, and U.S. Public Health Service for Ray as well. So, Major Destiny Oglio? I hope I'm not butchering names. I'm really good at pronouncing names though, so I'm pretty sure that's correct. U.S. Air Force. One of the nationals commissioned in any office of the military services. Oh, one of the rare Thai nationals. It isn't just my brother's country or my husband's country. It is my country as well. And so the war wasn't just their war. It was my war, and I needed to serve in it. Let the generations know that women in uniform also guaranteed their freedom, that resolve was just as great as the brave men who stood among us, and with victory our hearts were just as full and beat just as fast, that the tears fell just as hard for those who left behind. uniforms worn by Bertha Pappas of Michigan, an airline mechanic during World War II. So the one on the left is from Finoglio. So yeah, these are uniforms and who wore them. Again, I'm actually not gonna go through and read everything because there's still a lot more to show here. These are families of John Gould married Margaret Wall on New Caledonia in the South Pacific on January 3rd, 1945. Until John's death in August of 2001. John is survived by his wife Margaret, 4 sons, 3 daughters-in-law, and 7 grandchildren. And that is the uniform of Captain John Gobble. And Margaret Gall as well. Last of the Pony Soldiers. Okay, I am going to read through all of this. The Pony Soldiers, guys. So, SFC Russell J. Nelson, 13th Cavalry, U.S. Army, active duty 1916 through 1952. SFC Russell J. Nelson was paternal grandfather of Captain Lyndell M. Nelson, U.S. military, West Point class of 1990. Sergeant Nelson joined the U.S. Army in June 1916, a year before he was legally old enough to be a soldier, enlisting in at the age of 17. He was assigned as a trooper with the 13th U.S. Horse Cavalry and took part in the punitive raid with General John Blackjack Pershing in pursuit of the bandit Pancho Villa in Mexico. When America entered World War I, he went with American Expedition Force to France in 1917 and saw action as the cavalryman in Troop C of the 13th Cavalry. Shortly after World War I ended, he was assigned in the 1920s to the Philippines with the cavalry, where only a few years earlier the U.S. Army had subdued the Filipino Rebellion. With the gradual replacement of the horse cavalry by mechanization, he continued his service at Fort Crook, Nebraska, and later at Fort Ord during World War II, and the Presidio in California until the bases were deactivated. After World War II and until the beginning of the Korean War, Sergeant Nelson was stationed in Japan from 1948 to 1950. Detailed to duty in France in 1950, he was medevaced back to the United States and reassigned to Fort Ord. In 1952, he was retained at the Presidio in San Francisco, after having served a total of 36 years on active duty with the U.S. Army, a record of service to his country few soldiers have ever attained. And then the one on the right is Lieutenant Lyndell M. Nelson. That's Captain Lyndell Murray Nelson as well. And Dorothy Henson Brandt from the Women's Army Corps. So now my boy mind has set this aside, surprisingly. We're going to read the interesting facts here. Designed in Missouri, took 175 tons of blueprint paper. The ship was built in 3 years and required over 3 million man days to complete the job. For comparison's sake, the Missouri is 279 feet longer and 11 feet wider than the USS Arizona. The Mighty Mo is also 5 feet longer and 18 feet wider than the RMS Titanic. Just now, big is the Missouri. Er, I think that's supposed to say just how big is the Missouri. If you're looking down there, that's where I'm reading from. If you could stand the ship on end, it would be 332 feet taller than the Washington Monument. The 9 16-inch guns are the Mighty Mo's trademark feature. Each gun barrel is approximately 67 feet long, weighs an incredible 116 tons, and can fire 2,700-pound shells 23 miles in 50 seconds with pinpoint accuracy. The Missouri was the last U.S. battleship to be launched and the last to be decommissioned. She was also the most formidable. In addition to her massive firepower capabilities, she possessed thick steel armor plating that protected the hull. The gun turrets, the gun turrets in front, and the conning tower sides. That is two boys from Falls City, Nebraska. Ernie Thomas is one of them, and Kenneth Winkler that was his uniform. Ernie Thomas and Kenneth Winkler grew up together in the small rural town of Falls City, Nebraska. During World War II, they both volunteered and were assigned to the 1st Marine Division. They fought on Guadalcanal, Guyana, Cape Gloucester, Peleliu, and Okinawa. On May 9th, 1945, his parents' anniversary, Ernie Thomas was killed by a sniper while carrying a wounded Marine out of the line of fire. Kenneth Winkler fought on and was the first Marine in China when the war ended, and was with the first Marines in China. So now we're about to move into the next room and take a look at this room.
Only a few Japanese planes got off the ground, and watch that zero explode. And we see another Jap pursued by the Navy fighters. They keep after him relentlessly, and then comes a thriller of aerial combat. The Jap can't get away. Riddled by the stream of American gunfire, the zero is doomed, and you see it catch fire and blow up. Wake Island devastated by the daring raid. The stories will remember on Navy Day.
So we're looking at a lot of the equipment, just like the personal equipment of the war, all the way down to leg wrappings. holsters, mess kits, grooming kits, even a prayer book. World War II dress uniform and trunk of Lieutenant Sam Huttenberg. And that is a picture of Sam Huttenberg. And I guess that's also him. Marine Corps dress uniform of Joseph W.M. Snow. And then the one on the left is the uniform of Harry W. Dissinger. World War I uniform worn by William E. Tiernan. Tiernan had this uniform custom tailored in Paris, France. And then if you look at the bottom there, you even see his boots. His swagger stick is what that's called down there. And his hat. And now we're getting into like the nurses. World War I prisoner of war uniform. This uniform was issued by the U.S. government to German prisoner of wars held on American soil, as well as German-born American civilians who were interned during the war. And that is the World War I German nurse's uniform. Allied forces during a gas attack in no man's land. Just imagine being there. So, just looking at that right there, 35 of these shells cost about $70,000. And they were left behind by the Germans in their retreat. United States Marine uniform of John Du Bois. And it doesn't say who that is, or what that is, but it does say, to talk about the flag here, these flags were hung in the front windows of the family's home to indicate that a family member was in the service. Typically, there is a star for each family member serving. A red star indicates a family member who died in the service for their country. That's the Roll of Honor, service in the World War, Rooster, 2nd Company, 116th Train Headquarters and Military Police. And then that exhibit's under construction. So, yeah, I've never heard of that kind of flag either, so that's news to me. So we're about to get to the good stuff here in a moment. But I'm gonna walk around the other wall first because I want to see what that wall is about before I actually get into what is in the middle. I'm putting my boyness aside for you guys first. So that's the next room we're going to be going into, where it should be talking about Fred, which is the guy in the lead of that procession out front. 48 star flag. No, it looks like a 50. But we'll take another look at it after I cover the middle stuff. So I don't need a plaque to tell you guys what this is. It looks like this is a picture, a compilation picture of different people in uniform. They do look different, but I don't know if they repeat. So that we are going to have to read the plaque over here for. In this display are over 62,000 faces, one face for every 2 Americans killed in World War I. So yeah, I think they're probably repetitive, but either way, it's a good way of symbolizing it. World War I uniform of Emmanuel T. Dabrowski. Emmanuel was from Dwight, Nebraska. This uniform was presented to the museum by E.T.'s son, the late Leonard Dabrowski. In memory of his father, E.T. served on the Western Front in France during World War I with the 443rd Engineers. E.T.'s son, Leonard Dabrowski, was also a veteran serving in the U.S. military during the Korean War. Leonard was from North Bend, New England, or Nebraska, NE. And we also see down here even a gas mask. You see his bayonet. Oh wait, my bad. That's a World War I German bayonet down there at the bottom with mess kit and belt. Don't you dare. There we go. Okay. So that's just an awesome piece of art. I think there's a presentation that goes on here, but I don't know how to get it to begin. So if it comes back on while we're going through the middle, good. But this is why I wanted to wait for the middle. That's the middle. All the good stuff. That would be a railgun. helmets, got their utility belts, canteen, forks and knives. Go over this way. We've got replica weapons. So that right there is a trench knife. These things are vicious. If you see, they even got like brass knuckles on them. Don't you dare. Freaking, there's comb here, a grenade from World War One. That's a comb. Right there, that's a comb. Sewing kit. What is that called? That's, oh, wait, we gotta go on the other side for that. But I want to know what that hook is. That's in the middle. Oh, that's a grappling hook. It's so long for a grappling hook. Got bolo knives, training rifles. And then now onto the bike. World War II bicycle. Bicycles were used as a fast and economical way to get around depots, camps, and airfields. Going through here. More stuff. That's a case for a gas mask. A toothbrush holder. Stamp book. Chemical protection suit is what that is. Oh, my bad, that's not a stamp book. That is a ration book holder, and that's the ration book itself. So, in World War II, many common goods like gas and sugar, for example, were rationed and could only be purchased legally if you had the appropriate ration stamps, as the ration book declared. Rationing is a vital part of your country's war effort. Any attempt to violate the rules is an effort to deny someone his share and will create hardship and help the enemy. This book is your government's assurance of your right to buy your fair share of certain goods made scarce by war. Price ceilings have also been established for your protection. Dealers must post these prices conspicuously. Don't pay more. Give your whole support to rationing and thereby conserve our vital goods. Be guided by the rule. If you don't need it, don't buy it. MREs. That is a turkey loaf MRE. Meals, ready. I don't even know exactly what MRE stands for, but it's like a ready meal. Army shoe shine kit. Liberty bond box. The different knives on the ground there, or well, not on the ground, on the base there. We got bayonets, sawbacks, more bayonets. non-labeled, of course. I'm a little bit too high on my camera angle. So they actually are labeled. So, kind of. This one's the Springfield M1903. The U.S. Army adopted the M1903 and it was in service from World War I through World War II. Made ready to eat. And then British #1 SMLE Mark 1, introduced in 1906.
If I was any better, I'd have to be a twin. Of course, the problem with that is, this world is not ready for two.
And then even the horse gets a gas mask. You see that? That is a gas mask on a horse.
Would it be okay if you send me an email with a survey to see what you think of Branson?
Join the cavalry and have a courageous friend.
First initial, last name, Marshall. First initial. With his last name?
Yeah, so again, I'm pretty sure that's the 50 star. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's the 48. Because it's 8 by 6. On to the next room, where I'm pretty sure in this room is where we're gonna find out about Fred. So, this is the American Red Cross Volunteers display. The tragedy, where it explains the tragedy of loss, the determination to serve. More art. That's the bombing of Pearl Harbor is what is depicted there. More uniforms. So we have the uniform of Luke Lucas, 17th Airborne Division in World War II. And W. Meyer, U.S. Army Signal Corps on the right. Uniforms of Captain Billy Mountain, 8th Air Force Division. Down here is an image of the Barnes CVE 20 Association on October. Oh, wait, no, that's who it was presented by. Yeah, Oh wait, hold on. There it is. Right there. U.S. Barnes CV-10 Captain W.K. Rhodes, commanding San Diego, California, 13th of April, 1946, is what it says right there. And then up there is a photo taken on one of the mountain's combat missions. So that's an actual photograph taken during an actual bombing. That's awesome. And then that's the map of combat missions flown by Billy and Wallace Mountain. And if you look close enough, you actually see all the routes. And like this is like hand-drawn map. And it's done very, very well. Like everything here is handwritten. Try to get you guys. If you guys want to pause and read any of this stuff, feel more than merrier. That's the World War II uniform of Francis P. Murray. And before going into the next room, we're going to come back this way a little bit. So, right here it says U.S. Air Force Baby Life Raft. During the Cold War, the U.S. Air Force would occasionally transport families of Air Force personnel over large bodies of water. After concerns about what would happen to a baby in the event of the water landing, these rare baby life rafts were installed in aircraft. The raft was also equipped with a parachute attachment. And we've got an aircraft carrier, which is what is actually depicted in that picture I showed you guys earlier underneath the map. The USS Barnes, built by Todd Pacific Shipyard in Seattle, Washington. And that's the image that it's depicted in. Now, on to the next room. I didn't see anything about Fred there, so that's what I was told to make sure I get a good look at. Those are different medals for service set forth in the following citation. That's a commendation for Major Ralph W. Boyer, Jr., United States Marine Corps, for excellent service as the operations officer of the 105mm Howitzer Battalion in action against the enemy. uniform of Hazel Johnson Burton, and the flight suit worn by Florence Miller. Florine Miller, one of the 15 women in Ferry Squadron. Flight uniform of Dewey Meeks. Let's circle the walls and then come back through the middle again like usual. Uniform of Lieutenant William Calvin Jameson. And down here it actually has the Navy Cross that was awarded to him. And a rescue mirror that saved his life. Just one of the times that thing actually came in handy. Uniform of William Garner Morgan. Garner Morgan served as a tank gunner with the 2nd and 5th Armored Divisions in World War II and fought at the Battle of the Bulge. After the war, Garner moved to Ohio, where he became an auto mechanic. His sons were often disappointed that their father would not share stories of the war with them, simply because it was too painful to bring up those memories. He asked them in one of their last conversations before his death, "Was what I did a good thing, fighting for freedom?" "Of course it was, Dad, and thanks," was their reply. The helmet's down there. '89th Cavalry Recon Squadron, 9th Armored Division. Clifford Laird. That's actually a map right there. Campaigns of the 9th Armored Division in Western Europe. Navajo Code Talkers. How the Navajo Code worked. Hold on. This is actually pretty cool. Hold up. So, the Navajo, for the most part, the Navajo merely spoke their own impregnable language when there wasn't an exact Navajo word for a particular and common item of military interest. A designated code word was used, a few of which are summarized below. I'm not going to get into reading all of that. In all, there were 508 authorized code words. So that is the U.S. testing an H-bomb on any Wetak Atoll, an island in the Pacific Ocean. And then that photo right there. It says this photo shows the once prosperous Tokyo factory district devastated by bombing. Uniform of equipment and equipment of Lieutenant Whiteford W. Myers. Flight suit, cold weather gear, and equipment used by Lieutenant Whiteford Myers in World War II. More awesome art. Depicting an air battle over Germany, as it says right there. Uniform worn by boat crewmen. And uniform of C. Silveria of World War II. Kilroy was here. GI graffiti. Kilroy was here. This message and cartoon was inscribed on walls and houses of fences throughout Europe and even the Pacific by American GIs proclaiming that they had arrived, they were there, they had conquered, and they would stay. But who was Kilroy? In the early 1940s, a young dock worker in Boston named James Kilroy, in an attempt to display his work efficiency, began marking cargo boxes with chalk in big visible letters saying that Kilroy was here. GIs picked up on the idea and added the drawing. The graffiti followed them throughout the war. Was this the real story? We may never know. Yet, whenever American troops went, Kilroy went there too, and the comical drawing and motto became the virtual battle cry. The Americans had arrived. Uniform of W. Greneau, who served with the 29th Division during World War II. And uniform of Leonard Trojan of Wahoo, Nebraska. Now that depicts a battle. Yikes. I don't know what battle. I'm not seeing it anywhere. But that is graphic. Uniform of Fred Hope.
That's the way we came in.
Saving Lieutenant McMorrow. That is what that's depicting.
Well, they found their whale.
May 28th, 1944, New Rome, Italy.
Huh?
A World War II portable runway landing light for the Air Force. Navy uniform of Charles Reeve and Nick Banana. That says Nick Banana. Sorry, Nick, for your last name. And I know it's not spelled like banana. So we're gonna go back down this wall now. The gunner that wouldn't quit. Go ahead and give that a pause and read. Uniform of Kenneth Freese. Freese was a chaplain. Again, feel free to give these a pause if you want to read them. The cigarettes. The Red Cross in their station in Africa and Italy during World War II compiled of this collection of GI cigarette packs. United States presidents that went to war. John F. Kennedy commanded PT-109 in the South Pacific Ocean. While on operations in the Solomon Islands, his boat was rammed by a Japanese destroyer. He and surviving crew members swam to a nearby island to await rescue. Richard M. Nixon could have avoided military service due to the fact that he was a Quaker. Instead, he volunteered and requested combat duty. While operating a rest camp for fatigued aviators on Bougainville, Lieutenant Commander Nixon's tent was destroyed during an air raid, but he was away at the time. Lyndon B. Johnson was the first U.S. congressman to join the military after Pearl Harbor. President Roosevelt sent him to the Solomons as the president's personal observer. Ensign George H.W. Bush, 41st President of the United States. George Herbert Walker Bush was a decorated naval aviator in World War II, serving in the Pacific Theater. And then more about Bush. Feathered heroes of the United States Pigeon Service. Yeah, pigeon mail. If you've never heard about this, this has been something that's been going on since before America was even a thing. But they'd strap a letter to these carrier pigeons like that, and they'd fly to the destination. And the way they did it is they would take a pigeon from the location, or from every location, and mark it with that area so that the pigeon will always fly to its home. Yeah, that's how messages were delivered, and it worked. I didn't know about this though. During the drop, the pigeon in the vest was slung like an ordinary piece of equipment, or most commonly tucked under an arm. I didn't know that. Look, they even got a certificate of service. World War II child uniforms. Uniforms were sent or brought home by soldiers for their young children. It was not uncommon for soldiers to have an exact replica of their uniform sent home for their children. That was back when we actually looked up to military service, men and women. Yeah. Uniform of Robert E. Epperson. And then Ken McClare. U.S. Pluckett. My bad, USS Pluckett, uniform of Clarence Tink Livingston, Leo Booty, and Floor Barrels. Uniform of Alfred M. Perry and Everett H. Giles. World War II nurse. Nurses were among the first women to arrive at the Normandy beach day after D-Day. Beachhead after D-Day. One at the left assists in the operating theater. A church pressed into service as a hospital in the Philippines. Is that a picture on the right? And these are the uniforms. Uniform by Betty M. Stewart and George Grove on the right. All right, now for the middle. B-29 Super Fortress is that plane that you see there. That's B-29s over Mount Fuji. Incendiary strike, Otek oil refinery in Cure. These are like actual pictures. Flight uniform of Lou Unfried. And equipment down there. Right there. We have a skiman. Mountain Division soldiers, specially trained and equipped for operations in mountainous terrain. I'm going to actually read it without showing you guys. Served with great distinction in Italy in World War II. After the war, veterans of the 10th Mountain did much to popularize skiing, recreational sport in the U.S. of famous where the 10th Mountain trained. Table operating field. So it looks like this is, 10th Mountain. 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 10th Mo like all the medical equipment that would be used in war. Absorbent cotton, ranging all the way to the utensils for getting bullets out of you and sewing you back up. Pouches. So my phone's only at 20% now, so I gotta get through this. But yeah, I mean, that's next. 100-pound bomb and a 500-pound bomb. And then the other one is a 250-pound bomb. So 100 pound, 250, 500. And those would be used in C. And then we got a folding Chaplin's field pump organ. Yeah. I wonder if that still works. They got a very wide variety of things in this museum, like a compass, more helmets, mail letter bags, Mark 1. Ooh, that thing is shining nice. And the same thing with the bazooka. Yes, that's a bazooka up there. And bazooka rounds, even. World War II Navy flotation belt is what this is down here. And grenade pouches. Let's turn this back around. And we got the Springfield rifle, the M1 Grand, and the M1 carbine. That would be your magazine down there on the right. Or they call them 8-round stripper clips, shown here loaded and empty. So, oh wait, hold on. Camera can't see them. Shown here loaded and empty for the M1 Grand. And a Navy flare gun. We've got M60 mortar cleaning rod. That's an M60 mortar launcher. And an M60 night sight, the mortars that they would launch into the air. And like even a practice round mortar. And then you've got sighting sticks and a case for the sight. You know, this place has everything. And that is a Thompson, one of the very first machine guns actually used in war. I got the ammo pouch for the clips there. They got knives in this one as well, along with field phone. Yes, that is a phone in that case right there. And gas masks for adult and child. World War II civilian gas mask, still in an unopened box. Now that that room's done, we're gonna show off in here for a moment. Excuse me, young man. And
Good at taking pictures?
I am. I'm actually live streaming right now.
You what?
I'm live streaming, covering on YouTube at the moment.
Oh, I see. So you're on duty?
Yeah, you could say that. Are you a veteran by chance?
No, I'm not a veteran. was gonna be signed up, and there was 400 high school kids ahead of me, so I had an athletic scholarship, so I went and played football and basketball in college and got a degree,
Awesome.
but I'm a trumpet player, so I played taps for so many funerals for Legion clubs, you know. Anymore, most of them are just using recordings, you know, of taps, but I played a lot of funerals.
God bless you. You mind if I put you on camera real quick?
Oh, I don't care.
This is
I
who
got
I'm
two
talking to.
close relatives up there, but I can't get a picture of them.
If you want, I'll go over and look at those names for you, and maybe
You know what? Would there be a way I could get a picture off of yours?
with me live streaming, you'd have to actually go into my live feed, and I mean, I can give you the exact
And I'm
time.
not very good at that either, so. I'm 85 years old, so I'm not real good at handling this phone. That's a heck of it.
But I mean, I can take it from on your phone if you'd like.
Oh, hey, do you know how to work this phone?
Yeah. There should be a camera button.
Yeah, there's a camera on it. Because I had the camera, but I couldn't hold it heavy enough, strong enough. Okay, here, I'm going to show you let's see.
So this is a wall of names. Is this everyone who served or just?
It's Wilkie, W-I-L-K-E, and I gotta see if I can find it again. I just had it a minute ago. W-I-L-K-E. Leonard was his name.
So W-I-L-A.
No, it's gotta be up here. It's just W-I-L-K-E, like, instead of that one, that's gotta be close. All right. W-I-L-K-E, Leonard. And he's my uncle. And where the heck, I had it before. D-E-W-I-L-H-I-J-K-L-K.
I'm seeing a lot of Willies.
Okay, W-I-L-K-E, Leonard, W-I-L-K-E. Son of a gun, I wanted to show it to his son.
Wilkerson.
No, it's real, just.
Wilkie.
Leonard. That's it. That's it. If we could catch his name somehow on my phone, I would appreciate it.
Okay.
You think you could? Oh, I'll get my pen out of the way. Or should I keep it there? Wilkie Leonard. No, I lost him again.
I got it,
Right there.
Yep. Got it.
Help me find it.
Right there.
Yeah, you got it. Now, I got one more.
Just take me to it. Take me to it. I'll take it for you.
Okay.
I gotta get back.
Yeah, here's the A's over here.
And you said, so Wilkie is your uncle?
Yeah, he's my uncle, and this other guy is my uncle too, and he's on my mother's side, and this guy is on my father's side, and it's Olson, O-L-S-O-N, and wait a minute, that'd be before the P's.
Yes.
I found it before.
Oh.
And his name is Norman Olson.
Oh, wow.
For the
Olson's up here. Yeah, there's a lot of Olsons.
Yeah, there is. A lot of Olsons. Now, I found him before, and it was Norman, initial O-R-E. Here's Olson's.
Right there. Right there. Olson, Norman.
Right there. That's it, Norman E. Olson. Thank you. God bless you.
You're very
Did I owe you anything?
No, not at all. The thank you and God bless you is all I need.
God bless you
You have
too.
a
I
blessed
really
one.
appreciate that.
I'm
I
glad
can show it to his kids and all our kids, you know.
I'm glad
They
I
all
got to
died in
actually
World
help.
War II. And Norman, he was just there a month, and he got shot by a sniper, and that was it. And Leonard, he was in the fight quite a bit, and he got killed. But anyway, that was a bad deal. And you know what? These guys gave everything, and we have so much to be thankful for.
You're right.
I mean, our country
The ultimate
was
sacrifice.
saved by these guys. Or we could all be speaking German, you know, but they saved us. And today they don't get the recognition that I think they should get.
That's actually why I'm here. I'm from all the way out in Maryland.
Really?
So, yeah, I came here for Veterans Week representing the Convoy of Honor, if you've heard of
Oh,
them.
God bless you.
So,
Like I said, I played taps for so many funerals and a lot of relatives here.
and what's your name?
My name is Victor Olson, Olson, just like that one.
Oh, God bless you, Victor.
You bet, and thank you.
Is there a plaque somewhere that talks about these walls? I didn't see one. Like, is there like explanation of the walls or at all?
Say again?
Is there like an explanation plaque of these walls?
Oh,
Like,
yeah, they're all pretty much, not all of these guys. The guy that does this, put this together, his name is Fred Hoppy. He's a personal friend of mine.
And one of I think it must have been Fred
Yeah,
Senior.
yeah.
Or
She
Fred
knows
Senior.
Fred very, very well.
Fred Senior is in the front of that marching procession out.
Yeah, he put all of that together. He does this all over the United States. In our town, I'm from Columbus, Nebraska, and we have a lot of military. The guy that built that ship that left all the soldiers at Normandy and all that, the guy that built that ship is from Columbus. So we've got a memorial of him and the ship, a life-size ship there. Of that, and then he's got all
Where
the
is that at? In
flags.
Columbus?
Columbus, Nebraska. Yeah.
Nebraska, okay.
Yeah.
So, I've been doing a lot of traveling, but I haven't been to Nebraska yet. So,
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of military stuff there.
yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm loving this. This is the most patriotic place, like as far as Branson goes, that I've ever seen. And like just this year, I've literally driven across the country and back to Maryland.
So where's home?
Maryland,
Say again?
Cumberland, Maryland.
Oh, really?
So a 16-hour trip.
Wow.
Yep. And I'm just glad to be here.
See,
So,
I've been all over. I was president of the seed trade, where you grow corn, soybeans, alfalfa, everything in seeds. So I got to go to China twice.
nice.
And I wished our politicians would go to China and see how it really is, but they're all making so much money off of China, it's unreal.
Would you say we're making money off of China, or would you say we're giving money to China?
Well, they have so many companies that they're involved with that China is promoting here in the US of A. China's buying land. Rapid City, South Dakota, we've got a big air base right outside of Rapid City, and China bought a bunch of land right around that air base. I mean, they
believe
bought
that.
so much stuff, you can't believe it.
I believe it.
I know it. And it's not good
our
for
whole
us.
country is going south. And like me personally, I'm on a mission to try and bridge this gap between the people of the United States, because the political the divide that's caused by our politics and our media and our entertainment industries is completely demonic, if you ask
know
me.
it.
But
China just does what they darn please, and it's really not been good for us at all. And the people in China, the women especially, are treated terribly. they do all of the work. Most of the men are involved in the military, but you go to PJ and some of the big cities, they're just like our big city. I mean, they're hustle and bustle and all that, a lot of bicycles. But you get in the rural area and it's just poor, poor, poor. Women do the road paving. They wait in line every morning at little communities for bread, the basic thing of bread. They come to town to get bread every morning. It's just so sad.
That is. I didn't even know about all of that, but then again, I've never been there, so.
Well, I've been there. It's no good. I've been a lot of countries, and there's no place like the USA. There's just no place. I'm a bus driver, so I can go from New York to California without worrying about any state line or anything. Just go wherever you want to go because of our freedom. We're free to do that.
You're right.
But we got to keep it that way. We really, really have to keep it that way. And the politics anymore is not very good. I hope I didn't upset you in any way.
Not at all. In fact, actually gave me some amazing places to think about. So,
a lot of memories. God bless you.
Olson. No, Olson. Yeah, your last name is Olson.
Olson. Columbus, Nebraska.
Well, I'm trying
You
to
know
remember
where
your first
Omaha
name.
is at? Have you ever heard of Omaha or Lincoln?
Yes.
We're about 80 miles from each one of those towns.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your name again was?
My name is Victor Olson.
Victor. Okay, I meet a lot of people, so names kind of get jumbled up in my head. But Victor, it's been amazing. I'm running out of battery, and I still got the rest of this place to get some coverage of. So God bless you, Victor.
God bless you, and thank you so much.
have a
And
very
thanks
blessed
for
one.
helping me get these pictures. It's going to mean a lot to the family I get when I get
Glad I
home.
helped. You have a blessed one. So, again, we're covering a lot of this stuff. These are more uniforms. That looks like a bridal gown. And so we're going to come on this side. Again, these walls here are literally names, just names and names and names of people who served. J.R. Walker, that looks like a naval. Leonard R. Willett is that last one over there. So we're going to start breezing through some of this stuff. None of us will ever forget that day. This is more modernized military equipment. '18th Assault Hell Company, the 118th Bandits. And decoy machine gunner. I have no clue what this is right here. Pound me a table. U.S. shipping container. Thousands of Americans who died overseas in World War II were shipped home after the war in boxes just like this. This is only one of 2 such boxes known to still exist. So, only 2 of these are still known to exist. And we're looking at one of them right now. So, I don't know how much more is left. We're going to get through this. It looks like we're in the German section of the World War II. We're looking at a lot of Nazi flags here. That's a Russian SVT 38 rifle. Stop acting up. Why are you acting up? There we go. Yeah, we're looking at multiple different rifles there, but there's only one label. More gear. What's my phone battery life at? Okay. Yeah, so had to check my notifications as well. What is that Branson knife? World War II souvenir knives. Handmade knives such as these were common souvenirs from both theaters of operation during World War II. They were generally purchased from locals by U.S. servicemen who were stationed in the areas where combat had ceased. Japanese Type 94 pistol. Japanese weapons here. World War II Japanese mortar round. Cavalry sword. Wooden practice training sword. Japan. Soviet pilot right there, and Russian uniform on the left. Letter from IWO Shima. Ooh, that's a handwritten letter too. I'm gonna let you guys pause that and attempt to read it. More uniforms. We've got Air Force. We've got a rocket launcher bazooka over here. Oh my god. That thing is huge. I think that thing's about 4.5 feet tall. Maybe even 5. Realign my camera. This is the M79 grenade launcher right here. We have the M14 rifle up top, and on the bottom right here we have the M16 assault rifle. More uniforms. More equipment. Wow. Oh man. This place is stellar, guys. We've seen a lot of uniforms. And we're just gonna keep seeing more equipment. Like, we're just gonna keep seeing equipment after equipment after equipment. There's a shotgun shells over there. We already know this is an M60. Like, this is the DPM machine gun. More accessories, NBA scarf, Vietnamese beer bottle. There's an NBA flashlight. Like NBA/VC medals. And then that's the French Moss 1936 edition with a battle axe and a machete. And then that is a gun sight. And then here we have another bicycle. Bicycle used on the Ho Chi Minh Trail to transport up to 500 pounds of arms and equipment to communist forces in South Vietnam. And we got another bazooka over here. So these are punji stakes. That's an RPG 7 with optical sight. And we've also got a mortar launcher that specifically is a 50 millimeter, along with combat shoes. And over here, that gun is the, oh, it's not labeled. That one is not labeled. Boo. Why are you not labeled? That's a Type 53 carbine rifle from Vietnam, or from Chinese, captured in Viet Cong. Iraqi wound scarf with instructions. Iraqi dog tags. Iraqi soldiers field pack. A duffel bag, gas mask, drink cans. So this is like Iraq war. That's a replica of AK-47. More uniforms. And that's it. In here is the gift shop. Where they got flags, hats, toy tanks, puzzles, all sorts of stuff, coasters, t-shirts, buttons, necklaces, books, posters, model ships down here. And they even sell knives. Look at that. Oh, hold on. Ain't too far up. I was looking there, not at the screen. So I'm going to take a moment to find that Fred guy because no, I'm actually I'm looking for her as well. What time is it? Oh, it's coming up on closing time too. You served in Vietnam? You served in Vietnam? Thank you for your service. Well, she was here not that long ago when I walked through back there. I don't see her though now. God bless you, young man. I said, God bless you.
Thank you.
You have a blessed one as well. And that's the tour of the Veterans Memorial Museum in Branson, Missouri. Because my phone is slowly dying, it is time for me to go. But we're going to end it with an awesome shot as I do my best to try and do. The most priceless piece of this entire museum you can see just by walking past it. Let all the soldiers who passed and all the soldiers who still live be honored for today, for their service, and for the future. Because it's because of them that we still have our freedoms today. God bless everybody who came by, and most importantly, God bless America.